Welcome to AGIS, Anguilla Government Information Service, the official source for the latest and most accurate government updates. On Monday, 16 February, a government delegation led by Minister of Lands, Kyle Hodge, conducted field visits to sheep and goat farms across Anguilla. The team, which included Parliamentary Secretary Rodi Richardson and senior officials from the Department of Agriculture and Veterinary Services, engaged farmers across the island. The visits focused on livestock health, breeding programs, and production capacity as government continues advancing its food security strategy. Officials say collaboration with farmers remains essential to strengthening local meat and milk production and building long-term agricultural resilience. The Royal Anguilla Police Force is appealing to the public for information as investigations continue into a fatal shooting that occurred in the early hours of Saturday morning. At approximately 2:20 a.m., police responded to reports of multiple shots fired in the backstreet area of South Hill. Upon arrival, officers discovered an unresponsive 26-year-old male outside an apartment complex with multiple gunshot wounds. Medical personnel later pronounced him dead at the scene. Police are urging anyone who may have heard or seen anything suspicious around that time to contact the Criminal Investigation Department or submit information confidentially via secureaxa.com. The Department of Education continues strengthening student support services with the appointment of Ms. Shakima Ritchie as Speech Language Pathologist. Ms. Ritchie attained a Master's in Communication Disorders and has now returned home to serve students across the island. In her current role, she assesses and treats speech and language difficulties, social communication challenges, voice disorders, among other concerns. She emphasizes that successful intervention depends on strong partnerships with parents and teachers. Executive Council has approved the award of the 2025 Island Scholarship to Ms. Rayana Webster. Based on official results provided by the Caribbean Examinations Council and the scholarship rank order listing, Ms. Webster emerged as the candidate with the strongest claim to the prestigious national award. She commenced tertiary studies in August 2025 and is currently pursuing a Bachelor of Science degree in chemistry with plans to advance to postgraduate studies in pharmacy. The scholarship is tenable for up to 6 years with a total value not exceeding $600,000 EC in accordance with the Education Act. Congratulations, Rayana, on earning the Island Scholar title. Continue to excel. Jollification Day 2026 is set for Monday, 2nd March, and the Anguilla Enhancement Project is encouraging island-wide participation in its annual Best Village competition. Residents are encouraged to come out and support their communities as Anguilla celebrates heritage, unity, and village pride. You can find more details on the Anguilla Enhancement Project's social media pages. With support from the Government of Anguilla, participating villages will receive seed funding to enhance their celebrations. Categories include Most Vibes, Best Breakfast, Most Youth Participation, and Best Jollification Event. On Friday, 13th of February, entrepreneurship was on full display as Innovate Anguilla hosted a vibrant Valentine-themed pop-up shop, bringing together local entrepreneurs to showcase and sell their products. From handmade goods to creative services, the event highlighted the growing spirit of innovation and small business development on the island. Patrons came out to shop, support, and celebrate local talent, demonstrating that when community meets creativity, business thrives. On Monday, 23rd February, the VVPS Gators will take center stage in Island Harbor for their Kidpreneur Extravaganza. This exciting initiative continues to give students across the island the opportunity to demonstrate their entrepreneurial spirit by creating, marketing, and selling their own products. It's a practical, hands-on experience that teaches our young people the fundamentals of running a business, from budgeting and pricing to customer service and sales. The public is encouraged to come out and support these budding business leaders. And remember, walk with plenty of cash. Tourism planner Jolene Robin Williams represented Anguilla at the 9th Council of Ministers meeting of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States. Discussions focused on sustainable tourism development, climate action, and the implementation of the OECS Common Tourism Policy. As an associate member of the OECS, Anguilla continues to benefit from regional technical support and policy harmonization. Mrs. Robin Williams described the meeting as highly informative and engaging, noting that it provided each attending country, including Anguilla, with the opportunity to contribute meaningfully to regional decision-making processes. The plans and policies will also be adopted as Anguilla focuses on the revision, development, and implementation of a national tourism policy and tourism standards for Anguilla. In this week's episode of Just the Facts, Minister of Lands, Kyle Hodge, confirmed that government is advancing plans to relocate the proposed National Track and Field facility to a new site. The site allows for future expansion and does not involve agricultural land. Meanwhile, Parliamentary Secretary Rodi Richardson provided updates on ongoing agricultural initiatives, including expanded crop production, improved irrigation access, the importation of Nubian livestock breeds, and the arrival of hundreds of fruit trees to strengthen food security. These efforts remain central to building long-term resilience and sustainability for Anguilla.
Good morning, everyone. We're here at the Albina Lake Hodge Comprehensive School's road race. It's a very exciting time. Lots of numbers out. The teachers are out. And a very exciting time. I'm expecting persons to be out on the road, just supporting students, encouraging them. It's a great, great day to be here. So I'm just proud to be the Minister of Education here, but also very proud representative of Pink House, always Pink House, wherever I may go. But I just want to wish everybody all success.
Students and teachers recently participated in the annual ALHCS Road Race Tournament, filling the streets with vibrant colors and school pride. From Long Path down to the valley, students in pink, maroon, yellow, purple, and orange painted the roadway with energy and enthusiasm. We congratulate all students who took part. Whether you ran or walked, you contributed valuable points to your house and demonstrated determination, teamwork, and school spirit. Every step counted. And now, for people behind the service. This segment shines a spotlight on the dedicated individuals who serve within the government of Anguilla, recognizing their commitment, professionalism, and the vital roles they play in delivering services to our communities every day. We highlight Rodi Richardson, Program Officer.
I am Rodi Richardson. I'm a Program Officer in the Department of Sports. I've been here since 2023. Prior to that, I was a physical education teacher in Department of Education. I was there since 2017 when I graduated GC Foster College in Jamaica. I did CSEC, CAPE, General PE with primary as well as high school. Because I wanted to do more in sports, I knew that I would not always be in education because it felt like it was restricting. They needed more challenge, they needed more structure in terms of development and getting the children more opportunity outside of Anguilla. Oh my gosh, this time is busy. If you've noticed our board here, we have football, we have athletics, we have basketball, and track and field is starting this entire month. Basketball for primary school has started this week. So every day I'm checking in with my guys, my team, seeing if the field, if the court is ready, how they need me to support them. So I'm checking the schedules, I'm checking equipment, I'm checking if everything is going as planned. Right now we have the Anguilla Basketball Academy, and that's been happening from last year. And we are partnering with the community centers to do some community initiatives. So bringing wellness directly into the community and involving them in what they need as a community. So stuff like yoga, stuff like dance, we also have basketball or cricket, anything that the community prefers to have that will engage them in a way that pleases them. Football is really considered to be like an adult child. We check in on them because they can handle themselves. They are supported by the international body and they answer to them. We check in with them to see what plans they have in place and how that is going, and we find out from them how we can support. And usually that's just by showing up and saying, hey, good job. So I was a coach way before I was involved in sports department on a professional level. So I became a coach in 2010 when I was trained with World Athletics, and that was a level 1 at the time. And after I completed school and I returned to Anguilla, I noticed some persons needed some more personal one-on-one attention. And I was approached by some parents to coach their child to rehab, and that's how I initially started, to give the child some personal training, and we saw the success with them, and we developed from there. We invited other persons to join, we created a club, we then had more structured, planned group activities instead of just the one-on-one training, and from there, Rojets Athletics was born. Because I also deal with youth development in my capacity here as program officer, I can see from a more practical standpoint what works and what needs more support when I work with athletes and also when I'm a match official with football. I was recently appointed as match coordinator with CONCACAF, and I was in Curacao with the under-17 team. The person that we have with the Anguilla Basketball Academy, for example, we've noted those are mainly boys, and they may like basketball, but we also show them the social skills that can be had from participating in basketball. We give them purpose by encouraging them to also be referees and coaches and outside supporters beyond just basketball. And we teach them to communicate with each other better, use your words and be able to explain yourself. We understand you may be disappointed from the game, but let's all be team players and let's support each other. With the initiative I spoke about earlier with the community centers, we also wanted to provide mental health talks in a community group setting. I would love to see more young persons understanding that there's so many career opportunities available in sport that I didn't even realize 5 years ago. Like being a part of CONCACAF and CFU has allowed me to travel throughout the Caribbean and interact with so many different people, especially women, in the forefront of football when I would not have seen that a couple years ago. As a match coordinator, I'm allowed to do that. I would like to see young persons realizing that you may be injured from whatever sport you've been participating in, but you can contribute in a meaningful way. I want to see more children smiling and enjoying the opportunities they get when they travel overseas. It's so nice to see them when they compete overseas and they realize that this is a rubber track. This is an amazing stadium. Everybody is cheering for them. I want to see more of that. I want to see the young children aspiring to be the great athletes of tomorrow. And we see them on TV and say, that's my child.
This is AGIS, Anguilla Government Information Service, your trusted source for accurate government updates. Join us next time with more facts that inform, connect, and inspire.